So I promised you two great examples of innovation and growth, one from Russia and one from the US. So please welcome our first speaker from Buro 24/7 in Russia. It's the founder, Miroslava Duma. Miroslava.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. Hello, Berlin. So my name is Miroslava Duma, and I'm a co-founder of Buro 24/7, a digital-first brand targeting millennials interested in a luxury lifestyle across fashion, beauty, culture, cinema, music, technologies, media, travel, health, sport, lifestyle, and entertainment. More than 60% of our audience are aged between 18 to 34 years, and we have about 65% women audience and 35% men. We started Buro 24/7 4.5 years ago in Russia in a tiny room, we were literally working 24 hours, 7 days a week, and it was a real startup life. And 1 year later, we launched our first international version through license in Central Europe. We have now expanded to 10 countries across 4 continents, and with our 11th country, Mexico in Latin America, launching in June 2016. We have close to 6 million unique visitors globally who consume almost 18 million pages every month. In the last 12 months, we have grown 238% in unique visitors and 189% in revenue. You hear many in our industry say that niches are too small, that advertisers only want scale, that they want reach and they want lots of eyeballs. Yet 10 out of 10 largest luxury companies advertise with Buro 24/7 globally. We believe niches are powerful, they are important, and are here to stay. I was motivated to launch Buro 24/7 4.5 years ago after finishing work at Harper's Bazaar, Russia, to give birth to my first child. I was time poor and realized that there was no single source that featured the latest news about everything I was interested in. The content felt static. Being a millennial, an avid user of social media, and a journalist, I could see how fast content that was related to everything I was interested in was gaining more and traction on social media, and how traditional media was finding it difficult to keep up. Like all millennials, I did not want to wait. I wanted it now. I wanted something with accessibility and pace of social media, but I wanted it recommended and curated from someone I trusted and respected. I believe there was a gap in the market for a single media platform that could be trusted by the growing market of young, affluent tastemakers who wanted to know about a luxury experience across every aspect of their lives: fashion, beauty, travel, food, health, sport, everything. A media platform that had the same level of quality as the leading editorial content providers, but had the pace, accessibility, and distribution of the social network. We tastefully turned luxury lifestyle into fast-paced news, and the Buro 24/7 was born. This strategy helped us grow quickly outside of Russia and into new markets globally. Our growth wasn't without challenges, obviously. 4 years ago, our biggest challenge, of course, was not only convincing luxury advertisers to spend money on digital media, but to spend it with a digital platform that didn't have a trusted print brand behind it. Thank you. Luxury brands didn't think any pure-play digital platform could provide an environment to complement their brands in the way that a luxury magazine can with their inside front cover. This is when we decided we had to be more than a company that offered standard media ad units to display on our site. We served as a guide to the digital world with these clients, helping extend their brand through not only display media, but integrated content and social integration. We established relationships with them that allowed us into their world, are offering to in-store launches and events, big offline projects, digital marketing strategy services, and much more. Through these relationships, Buro 24/7 is now migrating from a pure-play digital media company to a premium content and experiences platform that will drive both B2B and B2C revenues. We now have a native ad agency offering, can offer video production, events and experiential and offline extensions such as Buro Beauty and Styling Agency and Buro Canteen, a chain of food and beverage projects. So it's the whole experience. And can deliver these to brands and businesses who specialize in luxury outside of our digital media offering. So fast forward 4 years, and today brands are obsessed with native advertising on digital platforms. But when you think about it, luxury brands have always been experts in producing the best content. Their ads have always been beautiful. They have always engaged the best artistic talents. They have always upheld incredibly high production values. But in the digital environment, you need to let your content travel. Let readers experience it and let people interact with it through technology. These luxury brands have had to let go and lose some of the control they have. They have had to allow their consumers to make it their own to drive awareness, something they are not entirely comfortable with. At Buro, we have helped transform a brand's content into a story and help them engage with leading influencers to make them part of this story. So we develop brand partnerships first and foremost. So what makes a brand partnership click? We need to make sure it has all of the following elements. And it would be great to now play the first example. Can we play the first? So this is the example of one of the native projects that we're doing. It's a project for a biggest telco company. Readers are able to control article with their mobile phone and see basically how smart house is working. You see, so their iPhone is acting as a remote control, and they can go to a kitchen, cook breakfast, or they can go to living room, turn off or turn on the light, so it's very kind of engaging. So we're using innovative technologies across all channels, fueling content with technology. Social media activation through our multiple social media channels is also important, making sure that we create a story that has a potential to travel and to be shared. We make sure that we're present and active in all social media channels popular in each country we are at. For each partnership project, we create a social media strategy and social media specific micro content. If we can show the second video, that was a special project for a company called Prada. So we did this partnership with Prada where we've engaged with young, affluent actors to create interactive multimedia content experience with a photo shoot. Or when we've created, for example, an interactive video project for Estée Lauder, this is it, with the female opinion leaders and actresses. So, you know, it's very interactive and you can play with it, you can make them do some funny, crazy things. So this was a special project for Estée Lauder. As you can see, we've experienced rapid international growth, and that's cool. But this all happened so quickly. It was a challenge. We were trying to establish our own brand. We had the responsibility of helping our licensees also grow this brand in new markets, in new languages. Our infrastructure not only had to support one site, but it had to support 2, then 4, then 8, and now 11 We partnered with large organizations such as News Corporation in Australia, Media Quest in Middle East, Industry Media in Southeast Asia. Great for our exposure, but challenging to make sure we could service them as they demanded for an organization of that size. It was startup life at its very best. So how did we scale? We are in a truly connected world where global content resonates, but we can't underestimate the importance of local content. We have been diligent in our choice of local partners, either large media corporations with vast local and international experience, yet flexible enough to apply our approach to advertising and editorial content, or influential local luxury media professionals who are excited to embrace our vision. We have entrusted local teams to drive our vision as they see fit in their local market. They know what works, what's trending. They apply their own interpretation of luxury lifestyle to what their audience wants. We provide international content to our licensees, but we push them to also think local, to generate local content. We support their local ideas and initiatives, not just in Russia, but across our global network. For us, being global means being local. We are a niche property, yet our global reach still makes us attractive for advertisers. Aside from the ability to push an ad buy across the whole Buro network, we now have a strong native ad tech agency arm to build and extend our ad sales product offering. This has helped us grow our revenues in line with growth in market and licensees. First, I was a journalist at Harper's Bazaar. Later, I became a so-called social media influencer with over 1.5 million global followers on social media. Then I decided to transform this social media audience into a media brand. And now, being a media brand, I face challenges that all media brands face today, but I still see lots of opportunities. Where do I see these opportunities? First of all, monetizing social media reach directly, instead of using it purely to enhance the web mobile reach of the media brand itself. Secondly, being a guide and curator for brands in their relationships with influencers instead of competing with them. Third of all, focusing on content excellence to win in social media, both for editorial and advertising. So what's next? With opportunity comes the challenge of focus and prioritization. So we are planning an expansion to high priority markets such as Japan, India, USA, China, Germany, and 12 other countries are in a pipeline at the moment. We also plan to extend B2B offering, events and experiential, content and syndication, and what I already mentioned about offline extensions of Buro brand, beauty and styling agency, is basically an offline platform where you can come and have any kinds of services you would want, starting from stylists, ending with health and sports consultants. So also what's important is to enhance creative agency solutions, bespoke video production, and this is what we're also working on at the moment. There was also several slides to show our audience the ad campaigns cases. It was supposed to be between slides 5 and 6. Can we show that? So what's also very important, speaking about the brand, how we made the brand, the big brands speak to us, listen to us, and actually spend their advertising dollars with us. So we're using innovative technologies across all channels, fueling content with technology. Social media activation through our multiple social media channels. We make sure we are present at all the relevant social media platforms. Local inside knowledge to adapt this story across all locations and make sure it's relevant. Engaging influencers and making them part of the brand story in an authentic way. Memorable event experiences. We have an international event branch to support that was actually responsible for different events, starting from Olympic Games in Sochi, Formula One, ending with big Chanel shows and Prada and Louis Vuitton exhibitions. So this is our story. And I would really be happy to answer questions if you have any.
So Miroslava, thank you. I certainly have one, but raise your hand if you have a question for Miroslava. Do you have a microphone in the room still? It's racing towards you at high speed. And I know we've heard from you before, but if you could remind us, please.
Nikki Simpson from PPA in Scotland. I just wanted to know what the kind of practicalities are of licensing your brand across the world, but then when you bring on an advertisement that is going to go across every area of the world, how does that revenue get split across the licensees?
Thank you. So as I already mentioned, we're present in 10 countries and regions, and 11th is launching in Latin America, Mexico in a couple of months. When we sell the license, it means that our partners are able to use our content, first of all, that is being produced from around the world. So we're working 24 hours, 7 days a week. We're updating day and night. And if we're talking about some global ad campaigns, if this is what you were asking, it depends definitely on a purpose. So as an example, if Gucci is launching a new fragrance and they need to launch it and they need to push it in, let's say, 7 priority markets out of our 11, then they come to us. We dive into this project, their DNA, and come up with an idea that could work for all those 7 markets. And we start at the same period, the same moment, and it obviously depends on which country, which market, which platform has which audience, what eyeballs they can propose to Gucci, and so on and so forth.
But that's managed centrally, or is it managed individually in each of the areas?
So we have a presence, a strong presence in all the countries with offices, with CEOs, with editors-in-chiefs, with sales departments. But again, it all depends on the scale of the project and maybe the client as well. So yes, we manage different global campaigns from our head office, which is currently based in Moscow.
Okay. Do we have any further questions? If so, raise your hand. And if not, can I ask you please to thank Miroslava? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.